trying to see your stars, but I've always feared the dark. Now I see brightly, I can feel your silence. You always feel so far when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
People don't just build a home, they build a life. And Vista Land is with you in building a future worth living. As one of the leading integrated property developers and the largest home builder in the country, with over 40 years of real estate experience, and with about 500,000 homes built in 143 cities and municipalities, spread across 47 provinces all over the Philippines, Vista Land continues to build not just houses and condominiums, but community cities. Vista Land's version of integrated urban developments. Vista Land enables Filipinos to fulfill their dreams through low-cost and affordable housing units, mid-range priced properties, high-end luxury residences, and condo developments. These developments are located near prime areas that allow residents to enjoy their ideal lifestyle in their own communities. Since 2007, we have transitioned from being a home builder to an integrated property developer. Through our commercial establishments and other related developments, we've transformed our residential communities to an integrated development by providing them with malls, commercial centers, and offices to start with. 2014 saw the birth of our most ambitious project yet, Vista Alabang, our first community city. This model brings the essential part of the Filipino lifestyle within one's reach and makes living a better life possible. And in the true spirit of nation building, we also reach out to our existing communities and even beyond through our CSR programs in order to help alleviate lives. The company believes that Filipinos deserve a quality lifestyle, a Vista Land standard of living. We aim to make quality homes attainable across various demographics and geographic areas, and to empower more people through commercial and retail projects that provide jobs, leisure activities, and accessible retail options. Through the years, Vista Land has become the country's preferred brand of housing. And we will continue creating communities that will help Filipinos build a future worth living.
Hi guys, good morning. Uh, can everybody see my screen at the moment? All right, first and foremost, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Mark Twazan from Camella Manors. And of course, I'd like to greet every one of you good morning as we are in sales. And of course, to our local and multinational, of course, international. We also have our business partners outside the country, which are viewing us live. And of course, every one of you guys here uh, is sharing the most common real estate. And of course, I can see everyone's hunger to know our topic for this session. Of course, tonight will be very special because this is the first time that we are holding as a new brand under Vista Land, our brand Camella Manors. And we will be having our very own first property buyers roadshow. And of course, with this property buyers roadshow, we are going to be introducing you all our projects across the country. We we officially start this session. So here are a few reminders. See, you cannot unmute yourself because that's one of our etiquettes for this session. We have muted everyone so that we can. And second, I only have 2 pointers actually. So input those questions on our chat box. And of course, if our panelists and our guests would be seeing those, we can verify and give you those solid answers. Right. So to technically begin the program, I'd like to share you some screen on our presentation. Jessica. All right. And of course, as we begin this program, again, every one of you here are from different selections from buyers interested or discerning sellers again, and of course, local and international sellers. If every one of you has a clear video output right now, we will finally begin the program. And to finally begin this program, I'd like to introduce to you our most distinguished, of course, one of the leaders in terms of Vista Land, in terms of marketing, one of the most sought after business acumen. We got our speaker for tonight's event. We have Sir Marlon Escalicas, our division head for Visayas and Mindanao projects of Camella Manors. Sir, are you? All right. While waiting for Sir Marlon, of course, uh, can you input there, every one of you guys? Can you input there in the chat box? Where are you tuning in live from? Just want to get to know where is the scope. Actually, we have investors coming in from Dubai. Actually, they're tuning in live five, I think 5 hours before before our time slot. Cebu City, I can see Cebu City. Of course, CDO. Hello from Bukidnon. Oh, Palawan. Of course, we also have Lapu-Lapu City. Oh, Land Asia from CDO. Davao, we can actually see. Oh, there you have it. We have Abu Dhabi. Hello from Bacolod, Claveria, Misamis Oriental. Ayan. From CDO, Butuan, mukhang marami-rami yung taga Mindanao. First, good morning, sir. Watching from LR. All right. I think, are you prep already, Sir Marlon? We also have from Leyte, Bacolod. Let's give Sir Marlon a bit of a minute as he goes prepping for us every interesting topics that we are going to show to you guys for this evening is about to, of course, interest you as an investor, and of course, interests you as a seller. All right, we have a couple of viewers joining us for this evening. And, and of course, again, guys, I'd also like to stress out that we are live to our social media channels. We have 14 official right now. So, hindi lang po tayo sa Zoom Live, we are also live on our Facebook channels. Ayan. So, abot talaga namin lahat-lahat ng sulok ng Pilipinas and even outside the country. Ayan. All right. Are we already set? Right. I'm still admitting a lot of you guys on the waiting room. Yeah, business partners. Ayan. Ayan, talagang naglaan talaga ng oras yung iba sa atin, no? Kahit na weekends and of course, it's evening in the Philippines right now. But here you are, guys, looking for those interesting topics that we can delve on. Ayan. Interested ba kayo malaman kung ano yung top major cities ngayon na tinitingnan ng mga investors outside Metro Manila? As you can see, there are some unfortunate events that happening right now and even this year. But we will show you some figures and of course some interesting information that could convince you that it is still the right time to invest properties even ngayon. Ayan. And of course, dahil nga sa mga nangyayari and medyo congested yung key areas sa Luzon, so a lot of investors are now eyeing major cities outside. So later on, Sir Marlon will be discussing every cities that you need to know, that you need to observe, and that you need to memorize if you can. Ayan, we will be showcasing you every beautiful projects we have in Camella Manors. Ayan, dami nating sellers from Cebu. Ayaw mo diha. Ayan. Ang dami din nating sellers from Butuan, of course, Davao City. Ayan, Sir Marlon, are you on the line po?
Yes, Mark, I'm here.
Ayan.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And I think we have 97 participants and there are still on the waiting room waiting to be enrolled here, sir. And of course, live po tayo sa Facebook. So we are eyeing hundreds or more than that figures for the audience that we have right now, sir. And I think that I can throw the host to you, sir. So you can start your presentation. All right. Ayan, hopefully maayos din ang weather sa iba nating mga ano para stabilize kumbaga yung connection natin while we are tuning in. All right, sir. Take it away.
Yes, good morning everyone. Magandang umaga. Magandang aga, maayong aga, maayong buntag. Good morning everyone. Visayas, from Mindanao, from all over the Philippines, and even all over different countries also. No, we have guests also, Dhabi, and then Italy, and all of the ating roadshow, and of course, welcome po sa lahat mga taga Visayas and Mindanao, especially those where Camella Manors are, those from Davao, from Cagayan de Oro, from Butuan, from Cebu, Palawan, and Bacolod, and all other parts of Visayas and Mindanao. Welcome po sa ating roadshow, and it's nice to be webinar, no, or activity. You're seeing a lot of names here that are very familiar, faces that are familiar, and of course, I would like to welcome, if we have mga prospective will listen to ours for today for a while. Is my signal okay, Mark? No? May nag-comment lang na medyo
Answer.
robot daw. Okay na?
Okay,
Yun.
na, sir.
So, to all our prospective buyers and prospective investors, welcome po to our roadshow. Hope you will listen to our projects, no, about the different business proposition of all our projects in the Visayas and Mindanao, and you will see that these are really very good investments, no, very good projects to invest in, and we will show to you later on why these are very good investments, and there is really profit if you will invest. No, there is a high yield if you will invest in these properties that we will be showcasing today. No, so yun po. I guess, Mark, we will have to start the presentation already, no? So, siguro just to start off, siguro, just to give you an idea of where we are right now in the Philippines, no, as far as real estate is concerned and as far as the economy is concerned, because as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, we were affected by the pandemic, no, for the past ilang months na, for the past 7 months, 8 months, and it really hit us big, no? Not just the Philippines, but even the entire world, no? Wherever you go, especially in major countries and major cities all over the world, talaga namang these were really heavily affected by the pandemic, no? By just this the effect is really very, because it resulted to a lot of businesses closing shops, a lot of employees or a lot of people being unemployed, a lot of yung mga yung mga self-employed, yung may mga sariling business, a lot of them are forced to close shop, and of course, maraming nawalan ng trabaho. So this has really impacted so much, no, the world economy and even our lives, no, our day-to-day lives. And sabi nga nila, there's already a new normal, and things are not anymore the same as before, no? Things are not anymore the same as before. Definitely, less and less people, or probably wala nang tao ngayon na nag-travel unless it is very necessary. Even the shopping, no, talagang very limited, because you don't want to, who would want to shop at this time na talagang very unstable ang economic condition, not just of the country, but even our personal economic condition, no? So things have really changed a lot, no? A lot of us are already working from home. Even the real estate business, no? A lot of a lot of spaces, no, mga office spaces are vacant at this point in time kasi nawala yung mga pogo. A lot of BPOs nag-slow down, and a lot of Chinese investors actually stopped investing or slowed down in their investments, kaya talagang affected din yung mga rentals of office spaces, and even yung mga restaurants talagang nag-close shop, hotels maraming hotels nag-close, no? And sa real estate, I would say my observation is that a lot of real estate practitioners, particularly sellers and agents, actually have to shift careers, no? Maraming nag-stop din magbenta ng real estate because they're having a hard time, no? Especially na digital na ngayon, at saka there's really difficulty getting in touch with buyers and prospective investors, no? At saka kokonti talaga namang nag-slow down ng real estate, nagkaroon ng wait and see attitude ang karamihan sa ating mga prospective buyers and investors because of the instability of the economy and because of this pandemic. A lot of them, although meron ng prior decision to really buy properties, a lot of them withhold their decision, and still up to this point still have that wait and see attitude. Because of this, economic condition that we are in right now. If you look at this cycle, no, there are 5 phases of the pandemic economy. No, this is what you call as the pandemic accelerates and decelerate. Yung mga stages that most likely or will be going through, no? Obviously, sometime in November when the virus started to spread, no? That was actually November last year. So, medyo mataas pa, maganda pa yung medyo maganda pang economic economic condition. If you look at this, medyo on the high pa. Then came the emergency response, no? Wherein the epidemic grew and it accelerated and the economy contracts, no? Ito na yung time, no, itong second phase na ito, this is already the time that a lot of businesses were already closing shop. A lot of companies were actually laying off their workers, or some even have to close, no? A lot of workers lost their jobs. A lot of mga businessmen lost their businesses. So this is already the start of the problem, no, because of the pandemic. This is emergency response. Then we have this no, this is what you call wherein the epidemic growth decelerates and the economy remains in a throw, no. Itong third phase, ito yung unti-unti nang nakokontrol yung pandemic. Kahit papaano meron ng mga interventions that are being done. There are already mga safety protocols that are being done. Ito na yung time that we are already doing social distancing. Ito na yung time na karoon ng face mask, face shield, no? At saka talagang we are very conscious already of what our movements inside and outside our house. So this is the time that there's already full awareness of the virus. That's why nagde-decelerate na kahit papano yung infection, no? But the economy is still not okay, no? It's still in trouble. And a lot of countries, if you look at this, a lot of the countries are still in this stage, no? Including the Philippines, no? Ito yung medyo mga red pa, like Poland, Russia, Indonesia, South Africa, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Argentina, Nigeria. Ito yung parang medyo on the red flag pa, meaning to say the pandemic is still there and it's continuously increasing and infecting. Although meron na mga safety protocols, without these safety protocols, it could have been blown into very significant proportions. But because of these safety protocols, kahit papano, nag-decelerate ang epidemic, ang pandemic, but still, there is still the problem and the economy is still suffering, no? At this point in time in the Philippines, marami pa rin mga businesses na hindi nakaka-recover. There are still a lot of workers who are still unemployed, no? There are still yung mga drivers na wala pa rin, hindi pa nakakabiyahe, hindi pa nakakabawi, no? Marami pa rin na nag-shift na ng mga careers because the business or the industry that they are into before is not doing good, no? So this is where the Philippines is in right now, no? And eventually we will come to the fourth stage, which is the recovery, wherein the pandemic will be contained at a low level, and then the economy is recovering gradually, no? If you look at this stage, ang mga countries who are already in this stage are even in Southeast Asia. Ito yung mga Thailand, Vietnam, no, Germany, France, Malaysia, Japan, Canada. So ito yung mga countries that already somehow has adapted to the current situation, to the new normal, and is already starting the recovery phase, no? Somehow they are already able to control the pandemic, although wala pang vaccine. Is already decreasing in significant proportion, no? Although ang United States, if you look at it, parang nasa gitna pa, no? It's not yet in the road to recovery, because we all hear that the US still has the highest number of infections, no, and still has the highest number of COVID cases all over the world, no. So see United States, although nag-start ng mag-recover ang economy niya, but still sobrang laki pa ng infection that such that it's still affecting their economy so much, no? So in Southeast Asia, surprisingly, ito mga Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia are the ones who are able to adapt to the new normal, and they have already somehow contained the virus, and the economy is already starting to recover gradually. Wala pa doon ang Philippines, no? And hopefully, we will be able to reach that point na dadating, that is the 5th stage, wherein the vaccine will be available. So, ito na yung 5th stage, which is the vaccination. It will be widely deployed, and definitely, when this happens, the pandemic will end, and the economy will already recover at a faster pace. No? So, this is what we are no? The 5th stage. And if you look at this graph, wala namang patutunguhan kundi the 5th stage. Sooner or later, this pandemic will really end, and the economy will really recover. Kaya lang si Philippines medyo nasa gitna pa at this time. Sadly, medyo malayo-layo pa tayo toward, based on yung mga webinars that I have attended, the forecast of the economists is that before, they are saying that the recovery will be happening.
Hi guys. I think Sir Marlon is experiencing a bit of technical issues regarding his internet connectivity. And so far, just to give you an update that we have right now. All right, don't be scared. He will technically return. Okay, his let's give him a minute to fix the internet on his household. All right. Everyone are experiencing the same situation here. Well, of course, I cannot explain this one thing to you guys, but technically the one who's gonna be explaining this is Sir Marlon, and of course, given the beforehand information that he gave, and yeah, given the prior information that he gave, labas pa dito sa epidemic na to, dito sa pandemic situation natin, yung current situation, lalo na nung Visayas and of course Luzon proper in the Philippines, since technically they were hit successively by typhoons. So ayan yung binibigay naming gist of the current situation is brought to us by the pandemic situation. And
I'm okay. Clear naman.
okay na sir? Ayan. Sige,
Yeah.
balik tayo, sir.
Sorry guys, this is also the difficulty of the new normal, because you have to adjust to your internet connection, no? So of course, hindi naman natin hawak yung connectivity, but as much as possible, you should have a strong internet connection. But as I was saying, there's still a light at the end of the tunnel because vaccines are already being created right now, and hopefully in the coming months, no, after they're already testing the vaccines right now, and hopefully when the vaccines are already okay, no, we will start already recovering, and even in the real estate industry, there will be faster recovery as soon as the vaccine will be in place already, no? So next slide, please. So what I'm just saying is that the Philippines is leading towards the recovery stage, although wala pa because the infection rate here is still increasing, no? In fact, in Davao City, it's increasing. I'm in Davao right now, no? Nagwa 100, 200 kami, no? Of infection every day. So it's really scary, no? It's really scary. And I understand even in other countries like Italy, I suppose, or Europe, nagla-lockdown ulit because tumataas ulit ang infection rate, no? So hindi pa talaga tapos, hindi pa tapos, no? But the good thing is that all the scientists are very busy right now crafting the vaccine, and let's all pray, of course, that the vaccine will be uh, available already so that we can be free from this pandemic and everyone gets to recover. But definitely, after the recovery, the new normal will not anymore be the same as before, no? Iba na talaga. And even the way we sell real estate. Now, what are the prospects, no? As far as the Philippines is concerned? Well, ito naman, uh, number one is medyo positive itong naging nangyari last June, particularly the OFW remittances, because we have the highest remittance last June, which rebounded by 7.7%. What does this mean? No, despite the pandemic, our OFWs are continuously sending money here in the Philippines, and that increased actually our remittances. No, and if this continues to happen, then the economy of the Philippines will be okay because money will be coming in. Pakibalik mo na. Money will be coming in the Philippines, no? Especially right now, na December na naman. So we are also expecting that the OFW remittances will continuously increase kasi magpapadala ng pera yung mga OFWs. And believe me, actually I'm sure there are a lot of mga OFWs here. Hindi naman lahat ng OFWs are greatly affected by this pandemic. Marami pa rin naman who are able to maintain their jobs and even back to normal na yung kanilang back to regular jobs na sila. So marami pa rin namang OFWs who have majority pa rin have work, no? Kasi those who were laid off or those who lost their jobs were actually who actually returned in the Philippines already, no? Yung mga natira dyan na OFWs, which are still in millions, are still working in the different countries and are still stable, no? So I would say this is the reason why OFW remittances are still continuously coming in the Philippines, and it will continue to increase, especially this November and December kasi it's Christmas season, no? So that will prime up the economy, these OFW remittances. Okay, next. Residential demand drivers. Ito, since a lot of people now are into work from home arrangements, we are looking at an increase in demand for mga housing, an increase in demand for condominiums, no? Because a lot of these people who are used to be living in fireplaces, no? They would prefer living near their place of work para madali lang madali lang pumasok if kailangan. So a lot of them are either renting or are buying properties in the downtown, no? Near the city, no? That's why we are looking at more housing, no? More frontliners and BPO employees. They would need secondary or halfway homes, especially if you are living in areas distant from your office. It's a bit scary, or it's a bit parang apprehensive ka to travel because yung pagko-commute mo pa lang will already will already expose you to infection. That's why a lot of frontliners and BPO employees would get secondary or halfway homes, no, to keep them nearer the place of work. And also itong mga returning OFWs, overseas workers, also would need housing when they go back here in the Philippines while waiting for their new contract. So this happenings right now are actually driving the demand for residential properties here in the Philippines. Okay, next. Of course, maraming mga affluent, no? Affluent or high net worth individuals who are actually buying properties right now. Even the upper middle class, no? Since there are no travels, since there is no shopping, there is not much buying of luxury items. These high net worth individuals, these high net worth families or mga corporate executives, and even the upper middle class have a lot of money, no? Have a lot of money for investment. They have a lot of excess funds that are not being utilized at this point because they don't have anything to use it for. That's why a lot of these affluent and upper middle class families or individuals are considering investments in real estate properties at this time. And that is what is driving the real estate industry in the Philippines right now because of this mga high net worth individuals and upper middle class. Normally ito yung mga OFWs are already very stable abroad. Ito yung mga who owns businesses that are not affected by the pandemic, no? Especially if they're into food, into medicine, mga essentials, agriculture, and even yung mga logistics. These are industries that are not affected so much by the pandemic, and a lot of these people who are owning these businesses are amassed with wealth, are amassed with money to invest. That's why this is driving the residential industry right now. Okay, next. So, yun. Basically, if you are going to look at the real estate industry vis-a-vis the pandemic, I would say, especially for those prospective buyers or investors right here, I would like to tell you that the pandemic really has not affected the real estate industry per se in terms of valuation, in terms of prices or the price appreciation. No, real estate remains to be a very stable investment. Real estate remains to be one of the investments that you are sure to increase whether there is a pandemic or no pandemic. No, because the value of real estate is not pegged on the pandemic. It's really pegged on the infrastructure projects that are happening in each region, in each city in the Philippines. It is pegged on the continuous developmental projects of the government and even yung mga foreign aids, no? A lot of if you look around the Philippines, hindi naman tumigil ang mga construction works ng DPWH, ng national government. Roads are still being built, bridges are still being built, no? Even yung mga facilities like airport, terminals, port are continuously being constructed and are still being continuously completed. So all of these infrastructure projects are actually what driving the real estate value up, no? That's why for those investors right now, or even for us sellers, tell your investors, tell your prospective buyers, no, that it's a good time still to invest in real estate right now. In fact, it is the less risky and the more safe investment if you want to invest right now. Kung meron ka rin namang excess funds that has no use, you put it in the bank, it will earn very, very minimal interest. You put it in stocks, it's very risky because very fluctuating ang stocks. You put it in mutual funds, it may take a while before it can recover because it is also pegged on the stocks. No? So the best way to maximize your excess funds right now is to put it in real estate, to put it in real estate properties, because right now there are a lot of offerings that will give you the best value for your money as far as real estate is concerned. Now, the question is, during this time, what matters most to our condo buyers? No, since we are Camella Manors, no, we are the vertical developer of we are the vertical side of Camella. So when you talk about Camella Manors, puro condominium yan all over the Philippines, specifically Visayas and Mindanao, no? So ano ba ang hinahanap ngayon ng mga condo buyers? And this is not based on our survey. Now, this is not based only on what we perceive is the need of the buyers right now. This is actually we're getting this based actually on surveys that were being conducted in the past few months. As far as condo buyers are concerned, what are they looking for right now with the pandemic taken into consideration? So ano na ba itong mga ano? And please listen, especially our dear sellers, because this might be the deal breaker for you when you talk to your prospective buyer or investor, because chances are this might be the things that they have in mind when they want to buy condominium. Again, this is on the premise that our prospects have excess funds, walang gamit, and they want to maximize pa rin the value of their funds rather than natutulog, no? If it's an OFW, meron naman siyang excess fund, meron siyang pang down, no? Rather than put it somewhere else na risky, convince them to put it in real estate, to put it in condo, no? So ito yung mga business partners. What matters most to our condo buyers today? Number one is, of course, since it's pandemic, it's common sense that they would want to relate the health and their well-being to the property that they are buying. That's very tawag nito, that's very practical, no? So ngayon ang hinahanap ng mga condo buyers is that properties that will not expose them to infection, that will not expose them to the virus, no? So ano ba ang hinahanap nila? Of course, they don't want a property na masyadong crowded. They don't want a property that will bring in a lot of people, no? But condo naman talaga, it's a multiple dwelling, no? So talagang maraming tao yan. But the least that they would want to have in their condo is, number one, there's proper ventilation and there is natural lighting. Because if there is proper ventilation, yung airflow in and out of the building, in and out of your unit, that lessens the exposure to the virus. Kasi sabi nga nila, mas dangerous, when you are in one place na kulob, no? It's an area that is enclosed, and then there are people inside that, the chances of infection is higher in enclosed areas which are not ventilated compared to open areas, no? That's why ang condo buyers right now are actually looking at proper ventilation in their units, proper ventilation in the building, proper ventilation in the in the hallways and the common areas. And of course, there's natural lighting, no? Sabi nila, the virus, no, whatever virus, does not thrive pag mainit ang lugar, no? Pag mainit ang lugar. That's why, again, psychologically, a lot of the condo buyers would want na isang condo unit or condo property na meron ding natural lighting, no? And good for us, no, in the Camella Manors, this natural lighting and ventilation are one of the key factors that we consider when we build our condo units in Camella Manors, no? A lot of our buildings actually have this proper ventilation, and we consider as much as possible merong natural lighting. Kaya that's why a lot of our buildings in Camella Manors, take for instance, no, we don't normally have a hallway na ang window mo, or ang window mo is just doon sa labas. I mean doon sa makikita mo yung outside, no? But there's also window on the front of your unit, so that airflow can go in and out of your unit, no? There is proper airflow.
That's why a lot of our units in Camella Manors, meron yang windows sa likod ng iyong unit, meron ding windows sa harap ng iyong unit. Para you can just open it and air will just come in and out. No? And also, natural lighting can come in. No? That's why, as far as Camella Manors is concerned, check na check tayo dito because we have or we take this into consideration, itong natural lighting and ventilation. So again, the first consideration ng mga condo buyers right now is that their property should be able to help or contribute to their health and well-being. And the good thing pala about Camella Manors, kung tinasabi mong health and well-being, a lot of our condominium project or our condos are actually low-rise to mid-rise. Ibig sabihin nun, you don't have to ride the elevator every time you go up and down the condominium. Meaning to say, pag elevator, my God, that's one of the scariest area in a building right now, the elevator. Once it closes, my God, don't breathe. No? Don't breathe because you might be breathing in the virus. No? So that's one of the scariest. That's why if you are living in a low-rise or mid-rise like Camella Manors, you don't even have to use the elevator and it contributes to your health and well-being. Pag nag-i-stairs ka, exercise din yon. That's why maganda rin yung low-rise, mid-rise because it also adds to your health and wellness. No? Next, the second consideration is convenience and accessibility. No, of course, when you talk about condo, given na yon that it should be in a very prime location that is very accessible, very convenient, near commercial establishments, near malls, near mga kainan, no, near the public market, near schools, near churches and hospitals. So a lot of condo buyers right now are looking for properties or prefer condos that will give them accessibility to their basic essentials. No? Ayaw na nila yung mag-commute ng malalayo. Ayaw na nila yung magsasakay ng taxi or jeep, no? Because again, takot ang mga tao sa infection eh. So less exposure to mga public places and public utility vehicles is a plus for them. That's why if your condo is located in a very prime location and is very accessible to the basic essentials, then condo buyers would want to have that. Most especially if your condo has their own commercial establishment. That is a plus factor also. No? So if I am to relate this to Camella Manors, well, again, when we develop our Camella Manors plan, we took into consideration convenience and accessibility. That's why in many of our Camella Manors, meron talagang naka-allot for commercial development. No? Other than that, most of our projects in the Visayas and Mindanao are located in prime locations na paglabas mo, there's already Jollibee. Paglabas mo, there's already kainan. There's already convenience stores. It's near hospitals, near churches. It's practically at the heart of the city or practically downtown. That's why a lot of the projects that we have in Camella Manors are very convenient and very accessible, and also meron ding transportation available. So again, convenience and accessibility. So dalawa na yan. Health and wellness, convenience and accessibility. Okay, next. Green spaces. Ito, we've noticed a lot of the condo buyers doesn't want condominiums na parang you are just living in a building. No? Sabi nga kasi nila, the viruses thrive in enclosed areas. No? Enclosed, yung sarado, yung naka-ano lang, naka-box. No? That's why very important for them to have an ample amount of green spaces within the condo development. No? So this green spaces give them a beauty and calming effect and have a large impact on condo buyers' living experience and mental health. No? Especially now, dear sellers and also our prospective buyers and investors. No? Especially now, a lot of us are working from home. No? Working from home. If you're living in a condominium building, no? Work from home ka, condominium, yung sinasabi ditong mental health, minsan nakakaburo, no? Nakaka-distract mentally. Yung parang nakakulong ka lang sa iyong kwarto, no? That's why a lot of condo buyers right now, they want a condo na merong unit, but at the same time, if medyo naiinip na sila, they feel like they are being imprisoned in their condo unit, they can get out, and there's green spaces that they can see. There is green trees that they can they can see, at saka it gives them a relaxing feeling, no? A soothing feeling, no? That's why green spaces is one of the considerations right now for condo buyers. And again, lucky for us in Camella Manors, all of our projects in the Visayas and Mindanao are actually planted with trees. You have outdoors, no? It's not as simple as just buildings. No? We made it possible, especially in North Point. Meron kami mga pine trees all around, no? Now, when you get out, you get to breathe fresh air because of the greens that you see, no? You will hear chirping birds, no? You will see tawag nito yung mga alitap-tap, no? Even during December, there is fog, no, here in North Point, because we made sure na you don't feel like you are living in a building, you don't feel like you're imprisoned in a box in a Camella Manors project. That's why when you get out of your box, there are green spaces all around you. There are trees, no? So green spaces is very important right now. Okay. So next, open air amenities. Open air amenities. Again, because of the pandemic, ang perception ng mga tao psychologically is anything that is enclosed is more dangerous or more risky for getting infected with the virus. Anything that is enclosed, no? That's why even for the amenities, a lot of the condo buyers right now are looking for properties na ang kanyang mga facilities and amenities are open air, no? Ang swimming pool niya nasa labas, ang kanyang clubhouse nasa labas, no? Ang kanyang mga parks and playgrounds, no? Ang kanyang there are parks and playgrounds, yung kanyang mga function rooms, kahit papano is there, there's an outdoor, because the open air amenities, no, is an important consideration right now for many condo buyers. And again, sa Camella Manors, since we are low-rise, mid-rise, all of our amenities are open air. Our swimming pool is open air. So hindi ka matatakot to really dive into the pool and get infected because it's open air, no? The chances of the chances of the virus spreading is very low because nag-spread out siya through sa open air. So ito yung mga important considerations kasi a lot of the condominiums, especially high-rise, nasa loob din ang amenities ng building, and it is still an enclosed area. That's why talagang nakakatakot pa rin, no? So again, most condo buyers right now, they are looking for condo properties that have open air amenities. Next, self-sustainable community, no? Based on surveys right now, one of the considerations, major considerations of condo buyers are integrated vertical communities. What do I mean by integrated vertical communities? Yung nandoon na lahat halos within the vicinity of the condominium development, no? When you get out of your condo, meron ng restaurants, meron ng kainan, meron ng mga clinic, meron ng mga pharmacy, mga basic necessities within the parameter, within the vicinity of the condo development. That's why very important ito na consideration for the condo buyers, no? Yung self-sustainable community. They don't have to travel far to get their basic essentials, their basic needs. Laundry, no? Mineral water. So, this is a plus factor for condominiums if they are integrated or they are a self-sustainable community. No? And again, sa Camella Manors, we are considering also this because we have allotted or reserved normally areas for commercial development in most of our projects. Plus also, notwithstanding the fact that our projects are located near the city, near downtown. That's why paglabas mo, there are already restaurants, there are already mga fast foods, there are already convenience stores nearby. Okay? Nearby. So next, units with balconies. No? A lot of our buyers right now, or a lot of the condo buyers right now, would want balconies. Again, I think this is also a psychological need also, no? Kasi sabi ko nga, pag work from home ka, nasa loob ka lang ng unit mo, nakakaburo yan siya, no? And if a longer time, minsan parang nakakabaliw din yan, no? So sometimes, once in a while, you want to breathe fresh air, you want to see sights, no? You want to see green spaces, you want to see parang something, you want to see the outside world, no? Pag tinatamad ka, nakakatamad din yung lalabas ka, tapos magpapasyal-pasyal ka, no? That's why advantage yung meron kang balcony. So that if you feel very mentally parang full na yung fully loaded na yung mind mo, all you need to do is get out of your balcony and breathe fresh air, see the sights, no? See the mountain view, see the city view or the amenities view, and somehow nare-revive ka and nare-refresh ka. And I think this is the reason why a lot of condo buyers right now are also would want units with balconies, no? Would want units with balconies so that they can have a share of the outdoor in their units, no? They don't have to get out of their unit. Lalabas lang sila sa balcony. So, plus factor yung balconies. And for Camella Manors, marami din tayong mga units which has balconies, no? That can provide balconies. May option ng ating mga buyers and investors. If you want a balcony, we have units that has balconies in Camella Manors. Okay, next. Less dense community. Okay, mid-rise buildings are designed to have fewer units and floor. This means less crowd and more space. Okay, very important ngayon na hindi ka nakatira malapit sa maraming tao, no? So, advantage ngayon or hinahanap ngayon ng mga condo buyers yung mga low-rise and mid-rise. Kasi ang mga low-rise and mid-rise, normally, meron lang mga 19 units per floor, 20 units per floor. So, hindi masyado maraming tao. That's why, when you get out of your unit, hindi kayo masyadong nagkukumpulan sa hallway or sa stairs or sa elevator. Kasi, hindi naman ganun kadaming tao pag low-rise, mid-rise compared to a high-rise. Pag high-rise, the danger or ang takot ngayon ng mga condo buyers with the high-rise, number one, high-rise normally meron niya mga 600 to 800 unit owners, no? Can you imagine pag sabay-sabay yang papasok sa office or sabay-sabay yang lalabas, no? Can you imagine the number of people that you will be encountering in the hallway, in the stairs, no? In the elevator, no? Notwithstanding the fact na ang elevator ngayon already has social distancing, no? Before, if it can accommodate like 8 to 10 people, most likely baka half na lang yan. So the waiting time for the elevator right now, if you are living in a high-rise condominium, is even longer para makasakay ka akyat baba sa elevator. Pag sabay-sabay yan o pag marami masyadong sasakay sa elevator. If you are living in the lower floors or middle floors, you will be waiting a longer time, no? That's the disadvantage ngayon of a high-rise condominium. That's why condo buyers would prefer right now a less dense community, mostly mga low-rise and mid-rise condos. Yun yung patok ngayon sa mga condo buyers. And Camella Manors, lucky for us, we are on that level, no? Mga low-rise and mid-rise condominiums lang tayo. 7 floors, tapos 19 units lang per floor, tapos dalawang elevator, may stairs na pwedeng lalakarin mo na lang, you don't have to ride the elevator. So it gives you a comfort level, no, na hindi ka masyado ma-expose sa virus or sa pandemic. Okay? Next, fiber-ready connected buildings. Okay, fiber-ready connected buildings, that's a very practical need because work from home ang ating setup ngayon, or you would spend more time at home or in your condominium unit. That's why very important that there is a strong internet connection or fiber-ready ang mga buildings or the condominium buildings that you're gonna buy or you're gonna invest in, no? Kasi digital na nga. So very advantageous yung mga condos na meron ng mga internet connections, meron ng mga internet providers, at saka meron ng mga provisions for internet at saka yung telephone, no? That's why fiber-ready connected buildings are also what condo buyers are looking for in a condominium right now. And Camella Manors, all our condominium units has provisions for internet, has provisions for telephone, and we have our own internet and communication provider in the building, no? So hindi natin po problemahin ito. That's why a lot of our unit owners in North Point, in Davao, doesn't have problem working from home kasi strong ang connection, tapos meron ng internet ready na siya, meaning meron ng provision and merong provider. So, importante ito, itong fiber-ready connected buildings. Okay, next. Easy to manage retail investment, no? Unit maintenance and tenants can be a pain to deal with unless you enroll to a leasing management. So, ang condo buyers right now, a lot of the condo buyers actually, especially if you're OFW, na hindi ka taga Davao, hindi ka taga Cebu, hindi ka taga Bacolod or taga Palawan, gusto mo lang mag-invest, they would go for a condominium. Now, the problem lang is that if I buy a condo in Davao, if I buy a condo in Cagayan de Oro, I don't have relatives, I don't have friends in Davao, in Cagayan de Oro. So who would take care? Who would manage my condo? Who would lease it? Sino magpaparenta niyan? So that becomes a big problem now for our condo owners, no? That's why very important ngayon sa mga condo buyers that there is a service that is being offered by the developer to help them manage, maintain, and rent out their units so that they can earn from it. Kasi at the end of the day, you are buying a condo unit mostly for rentals, for investment, no? That's why importante na merong leasing management service, no? Importante na yung developer mismo is offering that kind of service to their condo buyers or condo investors. Just like in Camella Manors, we have Vista Leasing to take care of that, no? If you are an OFW right now listening to me, no? If you are from other countries, if you are not from Davao, if you're not from Bacolod, from Butuan, Cebu, or Palawan, but you want a property in Palawan kasi it's the best island in the world, no? Gusto mong magkaroon ng condo doon para pag nagbakasyon ka doon, meron kang pagstayhan, you don't have to stay in the hotel, no? Kaya lang, what will you do pagkatapos ng bakasyon? Matitengga lang yung property because wala ka namang relative, wala ka namang kamag-anak to handle the renting of your property. Don't you worry because in Camella Manors, Palawan, we have Vista Leasing. Sila yung magpaparent out ngayon ng iyong property while you are not using it for vacation or for whatever purpose. Sila ngayon yung maghahanap ng mga magrerenta, yung mga turista, yung mga foreigners na nagbabakasyon, yung mga businessman, no? They can rent it out and ikaw, kahit saang lupalop ka man ng mundo, ng Pilipinas, you don't have to be in Palawan, you don't have to be in Davao to take care of your condo property. Sitting pretty ka na lang doon sa Dubai, sitting pretty ka na lang sa Canada, sa US, sa Manila, no? While you are receiving, kinikredit na lang sa account mo yung rental income because Vista Leasing is there to help you rent out your investment in Camella Manors, no? And don't you worry mga sellers din because you will get something naman if you enroll your buyers also, your prospective buyers for this Vista Leasing service. Okay? So, again, importante ngayon sa mga condo buyers, especially condo buyers who are also investors, is a facility that will help them in renting out their unit. Ito yung rental investment, no? Management. Okay, next. Lastly, ready to occupy units, no? Since meron nga silang pang down, meron nga silang excess funds na hindi naman nagagamit, walang pang shopping, walang pang travel, maliit ang renta sa bangko, they can put up the spot down payment, no? Spot down payment. Kayang-kaya nila mag-spot down payment. Kasi gusto nila maka-occupy kaagad sa units at maparenta kaagad, no? Para kumita agad. At meron agad babalik sa kanilang investment, no? Especially mga OFWs, syempre hard-earned money yan. Ayaw niya naman na natutulog lang or mawawaldas lang yung pera ninyo na pinagpaguran ninyo. So, if you have saved enough money pang down payment, it's good that you buy a ready to own or ready to occupy units, RFO na tinatawag, ready for occupancy, kasi pag down mo, you can already get the unit, no? Tapos ibabang financing mo na lang yung balanse. Then you start earning income, rental income through Vista leasing, no? Meron nang papasok na rental income which can help you finance your amortization, no? Can help you finance your amortization, or kung spot cash ka, that can help you recover what you have invested. So that is important, no? That's why maganda rin yung ready for occupancy kasi magagamit mo kaagad. And don't believe na since it's pandemic, walang nagrerenta ng condominium units. In fact, maraming naghahanap ngayon. Maraming naghahanap ng condo units, especially pag ang condo units mo nasa downtown, malapit sa place of work, malapit sa mall, malapit sa commercial establishments. Because a lot of people who are working from home, who are not also from that area, would want to rent a property or a condo near downtown. That's why don't believe, no, mga sellers and also our prospective investors, marami pa rin pong nagre-rent ngayon. Our occupancy in North Point is 98%. Ang dami pang naghahanap, no? Long term, hindi lang short term, long term, because they know that the area where North Point is located in Davao is very strategic and very prime and very near and very convenient. That's why they will prefer renting there and working from home there kasi very convenient for them. So again, for investors right now, I encourage you, if you have excess funds na hindi nyo naman ginagamit, hindi nyo naman balak na i-travel yan o i-shopping, better you invest in ready for occupancy units, mga sir, mga ma'am, because magagamit nyo na yung unit, mapaparenta ninyo, kikita na kayo to finance the amortization or to get back passive income. Sitting pretty na lang kayo wherever you are in the Philippines. And you don't have, take note, you don't have to be from Palawan to own a condominium unit in Camella Manors, Palawan. You don't have to be a Palawenyo, you don't have to be a Dabawenyo to own a Camella Manors condo in Davao, no? If you are looking for investment, go for it, because our locations for Camella Manors all over Visayas and Mindanao are all prime locations. Prime location in Davao, in Cagayan de Oro, in Butuan, in Cebu, in Palawan and Bacolod. And sure na sure po ito. These are mga city centers. These are cities that are center of education, center of tourism, center of business, center of commerce in that region. That's why when it comes to rentals, talagang malaki ang rental income potential. And if you want to start a rental income business right now, if you want passive income, now is the time to buy ready for occupancy units kasi malalaki po ang discounts right now for ready for occupancy units. You get more, no? Naka-save ka na dahil malalaki ang discounts, no? At the same time, mag-i-start ng mapaparent out yung property mo through Vista leasing, and it will somehow help you in the amortization of your condominium. Or kung spot cash ka, you get bigger discounts and that you get a return of your money kasi napaparenta mo na, sitting pretty ka na lang, passive income. Okay? So basically, these are the top 10 factors or considerations that our condo buyers are looking for in the condominium right now. I-recap lang natin briefly, pakibalik lang, no? Pakibalik lang. Our first is health and wellness, health and well-being. Okay. Next is convenience and accessibility. The next is green spaces. Next is open air amenities. Next is integrated or self-sustainable community. Next would be units with balconies. Next is less dense community. Next is fiber-ready connected buildings. Number 9 is easy to manage rental investment or leasing management. And finally, ready for occupancy units or ready to occupy units. These are the top 10 considerations for condo buyers right now. And luckily for us, Camella Manors has this top 10. That's why it's very easy to sell Camella Manors right now, especially in the Visayas and Mindanao, because we have the factors that our buyers or condo buyers are looking for in a condominium right now. Thank you very much, and I hope you're able to learn or get a piece of something out of this discussion. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much, Sir Marlon, for those interesting topics that you've shared. So we had a gist of the current outlook of our property investments right now in the country. And of course, we had some share of the most recommended, of course, most sought after things that condo buyers nowadays are looking for. And of course, sabi nga ni Sir Marlon, meron lahat ng mga points na yun in every Camella Manor projects. So on this point, we will be sharing you our project portfolio and we will be showcasing Visayas and Mindanao projects. So ayan, nakikita nyo ngayon, pointed in your screen are the locations of our projects here in Visayas and Mindanao. And of course, we also have Palawan. But of course, mula the southernmost part of the country, we will be showcasing starting from Mindanao and then traveling across to Visayas. So to start with, we're going to show you now the Mindanao projects of Camella Manors.
Happy Loop Day, dear partners and clients. This is Rai. This is the Loop Towers, your premium condo investment in Cagayan de Oro City. The Loop Towers is strategically located at the heart of the city, in Rosario Crescent, Limketcay, Cagayan de Oro. Cagayan de Oro, or CDO, is very well known for being called as a city of golden friendship, with an estimated population of 750,000 at 488 square kilometers of land. And it is also Philippines' top 7 its 2019 competitive index. This is also a MICE destination, the center for meetings, incentives, conventions, exhibitions in northern Mindanao. CDO is also Southern Philippines' logistics hub, providing easy access to an enormous concentration of markets for inter-island passenger travel and trading all over the country. CDO is also your next best tourist destination. If you want to go to the highlands of Bukidnon, to the beautiful beaches of Camiguin Island, and even see the breathtaking view of Iligan's waterfalls, then you have to pass by Cagayan de Oro. This is Cagayan de Oro, your home in northern Mindanao. And if you want to invest in this golden city, then look no further than the Loop Towers. The Loop Towers is all about location. We are situated in the premier vicinity of Cagayan de Oro, which is in Limketcay Center, CDO's Central Business District. Limketcay Center is all about 400 hectares of entertainment, business, and lifestyle. And within this area is a 5-minute walk from shopping centers, hotels, schools, dining places, and hospitals. The Loop Towers is a 26-story, 2-tower development, and we are currently offering ready-for-occupancy units in our first tower. It has about 522 units ranging from studio, 1-bedroom to 2-bedroom cuts, with a beautiful view of the mountains or the bright city lights. We have a total of 25 floors for our North Tower. Ground floor is for the office and commercial area. Second to the third floors are our parking spaces, and the residential units located from the 4th to the 26th floor. And by the way, congratulations to all our buyers of the Loop, as you have enjoyed a 27% growth in your investment for the last 2 years. And don't worry for our new buyers, as we still have room for growth, especially as we will launch our second tower. We still have 2 studio units available and are up for grabs. These are sized from 20 to 22 square meters. This features an open space for dining, kitchen, bedroom, or entertainment. And this is already a fully finished unit upon turnover, with tiles, kitchen cabinets, smoke detector, toilet and bath fixtures, and provision for appliances like fridge and ACU. We also have 2 bedroom units available located at the corners of the building, near the fire exits. The unit has 2 bedrooms, 2 toilet and baths, and a separate living, dining, and kitchen area. What is nice with our 2 bedroom units is the premium view that you will enjoy, seeing both the view from the mountains and the city. This is how our 2 bedroom unit will look like. You have seen a glimpse of our 2 bedroom units, and these will be fully finished upon turnover. These are ready to be turned over by December 2020. So what are you waiting for? Move higher, live higher, and be in the loop. This has been Rai, and see you on the next run.
Good day, business partners. I am Chelly Llorado, and for today, we will be discussing about the first condominium project here in Butuan City. So let me present to you Camella Manors Solea. So before anything else, let me first introduce to you the beautiful city of Butuan. So Butuan City is located in the northeastern part of Mindanao. It is a first-class, highly urbanized city and the center of Caraga region. It is also very well known to be the first kingdom in the Philippines. It is a very historic city indeed. Quote unquote, there was no Philippines, but there was Butuan. Aside from that, it is also the gateway to all tourist destinations in the whole Caraga region, such as Siargao Island, Dinagat Islands, Enchanted River, and so much more. Being a first-class, highly urbanized city, Butuan City has been the center of developments. So we have here the Bangkasi Airport, the Masao International Seaport, malls like Gaisano Mall Butuan, SM City Butuan, Robinson's Place Butuan, and the soon-to-rise Vista Mall Butuan. We are also going to have our biggest hospital in the whole Caraga region, the ACE Hospital. And in Butuan City, you can see the longest bridge in the whole Mindanao. We are also going to have our very first skyway, the Coastal Road, and of course, the first condominium in the whole Caraga region, the Camella Manors Solea. So Camella Manors Solea is strategically located along Montalban Street, Villa Cananga, Butuan City, just 2 to 5 minutes away from conveniences like malls, hospital, and basically it is located within the heart of Butuan City. So this beautiful project has a gross area of 1 hectare with 4 buildings, and each building has 7 stories. The first building, in which we call Avior, has 17 units per floor. It offers 2 unit types, and that is 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom units. Our target turnover for the first building will be on Q2 of 2023. So now I present to you the beautiful Solea. here in Butuan City has been considered the wisest investment in the whole Caraga region, having its very high value appreciation over time. Investors are also considering this upcoming project as their future rental business. So it's either short-term or long-term rentals. So as per short-term rental business, this can be enrolled in Airbnb, TripAdvisor, Booking.com, and many other property listing sites online. So as you can see on your screen, we have here the projected prices of our possible daily rate for the two unit types. So as per the one bedroom unit, you can earn as much as 79,000 pesos per month. Imagine having that much of a passive income for only 20,000 pesos initial investment. So for those investors who want it the hassle-free way, we also offer the Vista Leasing services, in which the Vista Leasing will manage your unit, find your clients, and just give you your income that you deserve. Camella Manors Solea's first building now offers one bedroom unit with a 30.36 square meters in floor area for only 20,000 pesos reservation fee. Our monthly down payment starts at only 15,000 pesos. We also offer two bedroom units, which is 40.26 square meters in floor area with only 30,000 pesos reservation fee, and the monthly down payment starts at 20,000 pesos. So if you have any further questions regarding this beautiful project, feel free to contact me anytime for assistance or for reservations. So don't forget, we offer online reservation, a secure and hassle-free way of owning an investment. So if you also want to visit the actual site and showroom, you can schedule an appointment with us. Just reach us through the contact details flashed on your screen. So once again, this has been Chelly Lurado, the Marketing Officer of Camella Manors Solea, and thank you so much for listening.
Good morning, business partners. This is Princess Grace Padua, and let me tour you to the King City of the South, Davao. Davao is a first-class, highly urbanized city and is the main trade, commerce, and industry hub in the island of Mindanao. It is also the second most peaceful and safest city in Southeast Asia, with the lowest crime index and the most livable city in the Philippines. Now, being a progressive city, the government has also allocated a budget worth 6.65 billion under the Build program for the upcoming infrastructures and developments, which will soon drive the market value of each properties here in the city. And also, Davao being the center of business in Mindanao, living here also means accessing to the 25 million market of Southern Philippines, assuring investors of a healthy returns in trading and investment. And speaking of investment, the best option to invest in Davao City is of course our beautiful project North Point. North Point is located along JP Laurel Avenue, Bahada, with 5 buildings in a 3-hectare community. Situated in the central business district, it is filled with the sprawling developments and a walking distance to the hospitals, malls, banks, churches, universities, business parks, and even a 10-minute drive to Davao International Airport. North Point is also an award-winning community, being hailed as the best residential development in Davao and best housing development in the Philippines by Philippines Property Awards. Also, living here offers the best of both urban amenity and rural pleasure. It is where the luxuries of the relaxing condo living complements with the beauty of a great outdoor. If you are located inside North Point, you will never feel like you're at the heart of the city because you will just be seeing the beautiful sceneries of pines and luxurious amenities every day. But when you step outside the community, everything is already within reach. Now let me introduce to you our 5th building, Bradford. It is a 10-story building offering a studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom units, which is set to complete by December this year. This is the sample studio unit plan of a 22.2 square meter. We also have a 1-bedroom unit, both located at the corners with a 54.35 square meter. And we also have a 2-bedroom unit with a total area of 45.35 square meter. And lastly, our 3-bedroom unit with a total area of 57.15 square meter. This is our sample unit deliverable. We are offering a fully finished unit with a built-in modular cabinets, granite countertop, shower, toilet sink, a spacious bedroom, and a breathtaking view of the city. North Point is also complete with all the functional amenities from the pools, function area, fitness gym, sky court, atrium, and kids playground. But what makes North Point distinct is that we are the only pine estate community in Mindanao which hosts up to hundreds of Caribbean pine trees that can produce up to 78,000 pounds of oxygen and is also a good amount of vital air for the community. Our pool is also not just a regular chlorinated pool because North Point is using a salt water which is less damaging to the skin, hair, and eyes and will also not fade your swimsuits. And most importantly, North Point is one of the most preferred accommodation and address in Davao City, having a smashing 98% occupancy rate. So if you are an investor who's looking for a property for the purpose of rental business and immediate returns, this is the project for you. And of course, we will be having our own commercial area and retail strips just at the entrance of the project, making the community more self-sufficient and will add more premium for your perfect condo living experience. So if you are a jet setter, a business mogul, a traveler, a discerning investor, or a family looking for a cosmopolitan living and immediate returns, invest in North Point and watch your money grow in value. Again, this is Princess Grace Padua, and see you soon here in North Point, Davao.
With a harmonious blend of rural and urban lifestyle, located in one of the most livable cities in Asia. With great people, bountiful harvest, diverse culture, everything is exemplary and one of a kind. Wonderful, beautiful beyond words, it captivates my heart. Behind these excellently crafted structures, a tranquil scenery of nature is found. A place
All right, I think that's about it. I think we are wrapping up now the Mindanao project for Camella Manors. And so thanks to our wonderful ladies who presented the projects, of course. And just let me fix my screen for you guys. All right. So after seeing those beautiful projects across Mindanao, I'd like to thank also Miss Rai of CDO, the Loop Towers. I also would like to thank Chelly of the Solea from Butuan, and of course, Princess from North Point, Davao. Ayan. So after those beautiful projects, so ayan, yung mga investors natin dito, siguro naman may nakikitaan na kayo ng next investment niyo dito sa Mindanao. Will it be Butuan, Davao, or CDO? We have it across those cities. And of course, this session wouldn't be interesting enough because we are gonna be interactive for you guys. So I'm inviting everyone to to also hear out the discussion in our online roundtable. So we will be having the different areas, department heads, of course, marketing heads, of course, since we will be having our roundtable session. And matatanong natin sa kanila sa bawat isa ng mga areas na ito kung ano ba yung mga strengths nila. And of course, we will also be having a poll. And of course, with this poll, I'll be requesting everyone who are with us here on Zoom to cast their votes. And of course, the poll would itself revolve around that questions, or those set of questions will be taken out from the poll results. And so live na live tayo ngayon. So I'll be requesting first hand Sir Carlo from Davao. And hi, Sir Carlo.
Hi, Mark.
And of course, we also have our leasing department for Visayas and Mindanao projects, since technically our Camella Manors projects are seen as ready to occupy. And of course, investors would be much more interested to learn on how they can make their assets grow in profit using their properties. So we also have Ms. Maha Cartagena with us, our leasing head for Camella Manors, Visayas and Mindanao. And good morning, Ms. Maha.
Hi, Mark. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good evening.
Right. We also have Miss Grace of Butuan from Solea. Hi, Miss Grace. Are you around?
Hi. Hi,
Ayan.
everyone.
And to complete our panel, we all the Loop Tower CDO. Hi, Miss Rai.
Hi, good evening.
Ayan. And also we is Sir Marlon still around with us? Okay. Sir Marlon is also included as one of our panel. And of course, everyone here is also welcome for the rest of you guys. You can just input your opinion and feel free to chat us on the inbox there. And if you agree or disagree, you can just comment down below. It's really free. And so to start with, here is our poll question number 1. All right, can I ask Cess to round up the poll? Says, I think for a moment, just fixing the poll question for you. I haven't seen the results yet. Can you care to share the results if you have seen, Sir Carl? Have you seen the results?
Yeah. Actually, leading in this first poll, what features amenities are you looking for a condominium? So we're asking everybody, to be a condo buyer for a moment. And ang sabi nila, the pleasure of the body, most of them 53% amenities. Okay, so second, green space at 26%. Bigger area at 16, then commercial strips at 11.
All right. Oh, I think with those in mind, having amenities as a top choice for the projects, would you care to agree with that, Sir Carlo, having North Point as a ready-to-occupy community with amenities?
Yeah, actually, Mark, this is very true to what we are experiencing right now sa North Point. And I think for all of our condo in Camella Manors, because the thing is, most people just doesn't buy actually a box, a studio unit, a 2BR. They don't just actually buy for it per se. most people consider condo because yung condo naman kasi has a lot of extra features. And when we talk of condo, although meron naman talagang amenities lahat, including subdivisions for house and lot, when we talk of condo, we are expecting actually a lot more beautiful, grander amenities. And right now, siguro, I think people voted for amenities because at this point in time, with the pandemic happening, parang everybody is actually craving for time off from what's happening.
Yeah, of course,
Everybody
because we can
actually missed
travel. Yeah.
everybody missed traveling, going somewhere, hanging out with family. But the thing is, with Camella Manors, you don't actually have to go far eh. Actually, di ba?
Mhm.
What we are trying to sell them is actually a staycation, kumbaga. They don't need to go far away, although we miss traveling, going on a vacation, but with our condo developments, and for example, North Point, kasi North Point, it's already developed now. We had a lot, meron na tayong turnover units. We already have a community inside. And etong amenities that we are having is actually a very big plus factor for all people staying in a condo. So that's why I guess it's I agree with the poll, and I think we are in the same page as everybody. Ngayon talaga they are considering amenities din. It's a very important thing when choosing for a
Mhm.
condominium.
Ayan. I think Miss Grace Lacado of the Soleo Coho in Butuan, having been number one yung amenities natin, of course, I've heard and I had seen that Butuan itself is also a travel destination hub, of course. With this, do you think that it's also a strength in terms of your project na marami siyang tourist destination, and of course you also have your own set of amenities? Do you also agree?
Yeah, actually, hi Mark, hi everybody. Well, anyway, for me, I do agree. Amenity is a really great parang point for you to have, especially if you have a property in the city. Parang, especially nowadays, just like what Sir Carlos says, parang if you have your, with the pandemic around, so parang it's so hard for us to go everywhere. Parang if you have a property, we're looking forward for the property here, especially in Butuan, na parang this is the first condominium and then everybody is looking forward for these amenities. Kasi it's just a thought, given all the top amenities that we have, it's like you're having a resort just outside, right outside your doorstep. Diba? Parang paglabas mo, it's already the resort. So there's no need for you to go far away pa para mag-enjoy with your family.
Ayan. I think those were interesting points. Ayan. And of course, again, guys, since you have decided it is amenity, of course, that is really fantastic, everybody. Since especially sa Butuan, having been the first condominium itself,
Yeah.
ayan, talagang point nyo yun, kumbaga. So let's move forward and let's keep on the poll running. So, Ses, can you run out the second poll? So, ayan, interested yan sila para mag-cast ng votes sila. So let's move on to the next poll. And are the results already out for this
Not
one?
yet. There.
All right. The second poll question is asking us, what does a sustainable condominium development means to you? Personally as an investor, or personally as a seller, or even us, of course, who are here as a panel, personally for you who are developers. And so we have the results here. Okay, I can see that strategic location tops as the number one choice on having a sustainable condominium. followed by business opportunities. May it be, I think this one is relating to rentals, buy and sell stuff. And of course, we have lastly, surprisingly, commercial developments yung panghuli. Ayan. Having strategic location, I think Miss Rai can give us some thoughts on having this strategic location, being the center of CDO. Okay?
Ayan, good evening, Mark. Good evening, everyone. So, ayan, napunta ako sa strategic location, saktong-sakto. But anyways, of course, here in CDO, no, here in the loop, it is perfect talaga na we have a strategic location. Yan talaga yung minsan hinahanap ng ating mga clients because magpa-follow na din yan yung yung commercial developments, yung business opportunities. If ever you are in a good location or in a strategic location, nandyan na yung mga investment na papasok. Again, with the rentals, mas easier yung paparent natin, malapit siya sa commercial, just minutes away from other shopping centers or yung mga business establishments na pwede nating puntahan. So yan, para sa even with the loop, tamang-tama po siya with regards to the strategic location.
Ayan, talagang nabanggit nyo na din yung rental, Miss Rai. Kaya nandito kasama natin yung leasing head natin for Visayas and Mindanao project. We have Miss Maha Cartagena. Of course, Miss Madge, we had the business opportunities ranking second of the top choice and having sustainable condominium. Of course, how easy can it be for all our investors of Camella Manors to enroll their units in our leasing department?
Yes. Hi, good evening. So so based on the poll, lumabas yung location as number one consideration sa ating mga investors. And also, while the price is a factor for consideration, the location is the absolute deciding factor, most especially for tenants. If they're looking for units, of course, they would want to consider kung saan yung malapit sa kanilang business, sa kanilang offices or school, kung mabubukas ng mga schools, di ba? So the location is the absolute deciding factor, and it proves to show that tenants are willing to pay a little extra as long as the project is accessible. And with Camella Manors, all of our projects are strategically located. Davao, CDO, Butuan, and our Visayas projects, they are strategically located. So that would make us the top of mind. Kung mag-iisip or maghahanap or mag-search yung mga prospect tenants natin, makikita kaagad nila na ang ating projects are or has a good location. So top of mind yan siya. And interested tenants will be, of course, have this option na ito yung pipiliin nila as, their temporary homes since they will be leasing it out.
And I think let's move forward to our third poll. I think
Mark,
yes, sir. We also have Sir
I just
Marlon
have
here.
something to add lang because I assume a lot of the attendees right now are sellers. Tama ba ako? Majority of the attendees are sellers. Kasi you as sellers of condos, you are not simply agents lang dito eh. You are not just ahente, no? Our roles as sellers is really to give the best property to our investors, to our sellers, that will give them the maximum benefit, no, and that will address to their specific needs, their specific requirements, no. At the end of the day, it's not really the commissions that should be the top of mind nating mga sellers, no. Although that is important. That is what we are here for naman, to earn income, but that should not be the top priority. But the top priority should always be making giving the best to our condo buyers or condo investors. And I guess itong sustainable development in a condominium would simply mean that if you are a seller, you should recommend the condominium that will give them a sustainable lifestyle. No, what does this mean? Sustainable community, especially now na nagkaroon na ng pandemic and we've learned our lessons, importante dito that the condominium project should be a sustainable one. Ibig sabihin nun na uh, the the condominium would be able to provide convenience and accessibility to the basic needs of our buyers or investors needed to sustain their living, to sustain their lifestyle. That's why it's sustainable. Meaning it's actually life-centric ang ano, yung hahanap ka ng condominium na i-recommend mo sa investor or sa buyer mo para maging matuwa siya, ma-happy siya, that will address the lives the buyer's life's needs, no? Yung life, kumbaga parang the center of your proposal or recommendation, it should always be kung ano yung makakabuti, makaka-improve sa life ng iyong buyer investor, not just our lives as sellers, hindi lang pag pera-pera, no? But it should be ano yung makakabuti. That's why importante na we look at yung mga ventilation, properly ventilated ba yung building na yan, meron bang green spaces, meron bang ample amenities na hindi na sila kailangan lumabas at ma-expose sa pandemic, no? Parang doon pa lang sa kanilang community, they can already enjoy, they can live, work, and play, no? Meron ba yung internet, no? All of these things na kailangan ng buyer to address their life's needs, no? Yung makaka-sustain ng kanilang lifestyle, makaka-sustain ng kanilang buhay should more or less be present in the condominium that you are going to recommend. I'm not saying it's just Camella Manors who has that. But what I'm saying lang is that dapat yun ang pinaka-ano ninyo. Kaya para makabenta kayo ng condo. Kasi I'm sure, I'm very sure a lot of you here have difficulty selling condominiums. Kasi marami dito, I can see, are still maka-house and lot. No? Maka-house and lot pa rin yan. Kasi totoo naman, the house and lot would remain to be more sustainable than a condominium in the sense na merong social distancing, there's really open space, no? Merong outdoor, you don't live in a building, hindi crowded, no? But at the end of the day, you look at ano ba ang purpose nung pag-i-invest ng buyer, no? If the purpose is investment and the purpose is para maging malapit siya sa place of work, maging malapit sa school kasi estudyante, maging malapit sa negosyo niya because businessman, then condominium is an alternative home option, no? And you can offer condominium. Kaya lang, you just don't offer any condominium. Tingnan niyo yung condominium that will improve the life of that buyer or investor. Kasi lahat naman ng condominium, pare-pareho lang yan, building lang yan. No? Lahat naman yan, may amenities, may pool, may clubhouse, lahat yan, they're offering practically the same amenities and facilities. No? Lahat yan would claim they have a strategic location. No? But at the end of the day, look at the condominium that you are offering and ano ba ang maitutulong nito sa buhay ng aking buyer or investor? How will it sustain the life of the person? In that way, you'd be able to make the right recommendation to your buyers and prospects. And that is why sa mga buyers and investors din ngayon who are tuning in, no? You also look at a condominium that will improve your life, no? Malapit ba yan? Will that allow you to have greener a green environment? Will that allow you to have an open air environment, no? Will that allow you to be less parang a less crowded community, or will it provide you convenience and so many other needs, no? Kayo na po ang nakakaalam niyan. So yun lang with regards to sustainable development. Thank you.
And speaking of sustainable development, a lot of investors also, in terms of this business opportunities, are looking forward to lease out their units. Again, we are running our third poll since it's concerned about this topic. Ayan. So let's run our third poll. So, ano nga ba yung top consideration for our investors in terms of condo for rent? Ano yung hinahanap nila? In a few seconds, the results will be out. So the results are, of course, we have internet connectivity at 15% with the topmost choice of strategic location. Location talaga yung magdadala sa property. And of course, second top choice is the leasing price. How much does a unit rent out? Ganyan. And of course, surprisingly, walang nag-vote nung co-working spaces, which technically a lot of us are situated on work from home basis. So hindi siya ngayon tinitingnan. Na-surprise ako dito sa result natin ngayon. Miss Maha, I think strategic location pa rin, di po ba?
Yeah, oo. Actually, I'm not surprised with the answer, no. And I've already answered this kanina and it was expounded by Sir Marlon. Siguro na lang, may I add na lang na the good thing with Camella Manors is that we have our own leasing and asset management group to handle your clients and your investors units, no. So most of our unit owners are not here, and some of them are abroad or some of them are not really using their units. So sayang naman. And kami at leasing and asset management, we make sure or we help turn their idle units naman na mag-generate ng income. So yun lang. I'm not surprised at all with the poll. And I think I've seen this with my interaction with the tenants. As even if they have budgets, they are willing to go beyond their budget as long as the project is located at a very nice or at a strategic location.
And thank you so much. So this has been our Mindanao project. Thank you so much, Sir Carlo from Davao, Miss Grace of Butuan, Miss Rai of the Loop Towers and CDO, and of course our leasing head for Camella Manors Bismin, Miss Maha Cartagena. Of course, guys, tapos na tayo sa Mindanao. And now, at this juncture, we will be showcasing you our Visayas and Palawan projects. Of course, starting with Palawan.
Hello everyone and good day to all of our investors and business partners. My name is Patrick Bacusa, Sales and Marketing Staff for Camella Manors Palawan. Today, I'll share with you the next best investment destination that is located in the best island in the world and the gateway to paradise. Before I proceed, let me share something with you about our location. Welcome to Puerto Princesa City, the main gateway to Palawan, the Philippines' last frontier and voted as the best island in the world. It is the main capital of Palawan, an earthquake and typhoon-free city, and one of its strongest investment opportunity lies in tourism and real estate. It is also an emerging regional investment destination. It is the center for trade and commerce, communications, education, government services, and transportation in the region. Accessible by air. Before I proceed, let me share something with you about our location. Welcome to Puerto Princesa City, the main gateway to Palawan, the Philippines' last frontier and voted as the best island in the world. It is the main capital of Palawan, an earthquake and typhoon-free city, and one of its strongest investment opportunity lies in tourism and real estate. It is also an emerging regional investment destination. It is the center for trade and commerce, communications, education, government services, and transportation in the region. Accessible by air and sea from the capital of Manila, Metro Cebu, and Iloilo, cruise ships also frequent the city and has vast tracts of land for development with rich marine resources and a very young and dynamic workforce. It holds the distinction of having in the Philippines the largest municipal waters, the longest shorelines, and the second largest land area. And Puerto Princesa City is also the main gateway to some of the best destination that is known both locally and worldwide. Enjoy the amazing marine biodiversity, breathtaking views that is just about everywhere, partnered with a perfect investment that Camella Manors has to offer. So now that you're familiar with Puerto Princesa City, let me present to you Camella Manors the Verdant, your practical solution for your home investment needs. Strategically located in the heart of Puerto Princesa City, at Gabinete Road, Barangay Bangkao, Bangkao, our project is located only 10 minutes away from the Puerto Princesa International Airport. It's only 8 minutes away from the city center and 5 minutes away from the nearest open beach area. Sitting on a 5,000 square meter land area, our project is composed of two 7-story buildings complete with its own amenities and a commercial area on the ground floor. Our amenity includes a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, a 2-story clubhouse, a very beautiful open landscapes, a play park, and of course, the commercial area on the ground floor. So this project is a very low-dense community as we only have 19 units per floor and then a total of 266 units. That's for both building already. So we only have two types of units here for Palawan. We have the studio with balcony at 33.96 square meter up to 39.48 square meter and two bedrooms with balcony on the ground floor at 39.48 square meter. So for our clients that are planning to move to Palawan next year, our building 1 is nearing its completion already. By first quarter of 2021, building 1 will be already ready. And for those of our clients that are looking for pre-selling project, building 2 is the best investment for you. So before I end my presentation, let's take a tour on our project here in Palawan.
Camella Manors. Today, I will give you a quick tour on one of the key investment destinations in the Visayas, famous for its Mascara Festival, the booming city of Bacolod.
Bacolod City is one of the most progressive cities in the country, introducing typical highway scenes of sugarcane plantation, coconut, rice, livestock, fishing, and pottery. Indeed, an image of a prosperous community, just a perfect place to create beautiful lifestyles.
So why should you invest in Bacolod City? Bacolod City has long been recognized as a key investment destination outside Metro Manila because of its booming economy. With a growing IT and BPO industry, Bacolod City is also a commercial and industrial hotspot in Western Visayas. It is also the center of education, healthcare, commerce, and finance in Negros Occidental. With the booming economy comes diverse property sector. Recognized as one of the fastest growing cities outside Metro Manila, making it one of the most preferred address in the Visayas. Many national players in the real estate industry are also present in the city, offering horizontal, vertical, and commercial developments. So that was the two main reasons on why you should invest in Bacolod City. Now for the most important question. Who should you invest your money with? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you our beautiful development in Bacolod City, The Olvera by Camella Manors. The Olvera is a mid-rise condominium development by Camella Manors that is part of the 48-hectare Vista Township development located along Cordova Buri Road in Mandalagan, Bacolod City. It pioneers a new level of hassle-free urban living in the midst of a booming economy. See how beautiful the project is in this walkthrough video. Such as swimming pool, clubhouse, playground, fitness gym, and commercial strips. So this 1.1 hectare development comprises 4 7-story buildings, namely Ibiza, Mallorca, Capri, and So for our first and second building, we offer 1-bedroom and studio units with a minimum floor area of 30.36 square meters. Enjoy a hassle-free rental and leasing business with our Vista leasing services. And top-notch security with our electric perimeter fence. A A pet-friendly community where your fur mates are very welcome. Dive into your pool of luxury with our adult and kiddie pool. Live a healthy lifestyle with our fitness gym. And enjoy convenience right at your doorstep with our commercial strip. Live in the realization of a vision. Explore a life where you can be more. And create beautiful lifestyles with the Bacolod Vista Township. Watch the development update of the Alvera and the Vista Township in Bacolod City.
Good day, business partners. My name is Ace, and welcome to Camella Manors. Today, I will be giving you a quick tour to one of the key cities for investment in the Visayas region, known for its famous lechon, the colorful and the grandiose Sinulog Festival, Cebu City. Located in the center of the Philippines, Cebu draws nearly 2 million travelers annually for its pristine beaches and diving off the island's northern coast. It is also one of the most prosperous localities in the country with its glowing economy. Added to its considered as an investment hub as developed as Metro Manila, gaining its nickname as the Queen City of the South. With its accessibility, a great labor force, an increase in the tourism sector, a lively and a secured lifestyle, and increase in the local migration, no wonder Cebu has topped the of the South. Cebu also has developments and infrastructures that are considered world-class. With its Mactan Cebu International Airport, the upcoming Cebu-Cordova Lake Expressway, or what we call the CC-LEX, which will be the Cebu Province third bridge that will directly link the Mactan Island to Cebu City proper, and also town centers in Mactan Island in the Cebu City proper, the
Alright, guys, I think that we are having some technical issues right now. We will be replaying the video for Cebu, our Cebu project for a minute. Let's just wait for the share screen to happen. And so we have seen, as far as we can get, we officially seen our project in Bacolod, and we also viewed our project in Palawan. And now we will be sharing to you our Cebu project.
And welcome to Camella Manors. Today, I will be giving you a quick tour to one of the key cities for investment Good day, business partners. My name is Ace and welcome to Camella Manors. Today, I will be giving you a quick tour to one of the key cities for investment in the Visayas region, known for its famous lechon, the colorful and the grandiose Sinulog Festival, Cebu City. Located in the center of the Philippines, Cebu draws nearly 2 million travelers annually for its pristine beaches and diving off the island's northern coast. It is also one of the most prosperous localities in the country with its glowing economy. Added to its charm is it hasn't lost its provincial charm with its beautiful beaches and natural resources. Also, Cebu City is considered as an investment hub as developed as Metro Manila, gaining its nickname as the Queen City of the South. With its accessibility, a great labor force, an increase in the tourism sector, a lively and a secured lifestyle, and increase in the local migration, no wonder Cebu has topped the Asia's best island in the world in the 2020 Reader's Choice Awards. Being the Queen City of the South, Cebu also has developments and infrastructures that are considered world-class. With its Mactan Cebu International Airport, the upcoming Cebu-Cordova Lake Expressway, or what we call the CC-LEX, which will be the Cebu Province third bridge that will directly link the Mactan Island to Cebu City proper, and also town centers in Mactan Island in the Cebu City proper, the Mactan Doctors Hospital and other hospitals in the province, the Pueblo Verde, the Cebu Light Industrial Park, the Mactan Economic Processing Zones, the leisure and business hubs in the city, as well as its famous beaches and resorts in the province. We know that the potential for investment of the city as well as the province is very high. Okay, to give you the best experience of living in a paradise island of Mactan, Cebu, I will be presenting to you a very wise investment, Camella Manors Flats Mactan. And that is Camella Manors Flats Mactan, a ready-to-occupy condominium development strategically located at Sugtungan Basak in Lapu-Lapu City. So we are just 15 minutes away from the airport. Also from the upcoming CC-LEX, to Mactan famous beaches and resorts in the island, and also to schools, to hospitals, and to the leisure and business hubs in the island. Aside for providing you a residential places for you to live in, we will be also providing you the comfort and the convenience of having your own commercial development within the project site. So we will be having our future commercial development along the Sugtungan Road in Basak, Lapu-Lapu City. So you will not be having hassle commuting every day to do your groceries because the site will already have its own commercial development. Camella Manors Flats Mactan is a ready-to-occupy condominium development with a lot area of 1.2 hectares. Then within that 1.2 hectares, we already have 5 existing residential buildings that are waiting for you to move in. We are offering in Flats Mactan a studio unit with balcony, as well as the amenities are already present and ready to use. So we will be having an adult pool. We already have an adult pool, a kiddie pool, a 2-story clubhouse, a landscape garden, and an open spaces. Camella Manors Flats Mactan has already grow 50% in terms of its capital appreciation as of this October 2020. Being a ready-to-occupy condominium development,
Camella Manors Flats Mactan is a very good source for your passive income through rental business. So you could have your unit rented out in Airbnb, Traveloka, Trivago, TripAdvisor, and other booking sites and earn as much as 48,000 pesos monthly rental income and just having your investment work for you. Investments in Flats Mactan starts at 20,000 reservation fee for our studio unit with balcony at 24 square meters. The down payment starts at 15,000 pesos for your first 4 months monthly equity. So if you wanted to move in right away since it's a ready to occupy condominium development, a total cash out of 114,488 pesos is needed for you to move in right away. So also, aside for a studio unit with balcony, Flats Mactan also offers a combinable unit. So you could actually combine a 2 studio unit to make it into a 48 square meter combinable unit convertible into 1 to 2 bedroom units. So reservation for our combined unit starts at 40,000 pesos. Down payment starts at 40,000 pesos also for your first 4-month equity. Then you could actually advance move in to your unit with a total cash out of 242,128 pesos. And there you have it, business partners. For online assistance and inquiries in order to start your winning investment here in Mactan, Cebu, you may contact me through my contact details flashed on screen. So that is 0977 169 7490. You may also contact me through my Viber and Telegram account. Once again, I am A. Simbahan. Live higher as you move higher with Camella Manors.
All right, there you have it, our Visayas and Palawan projects for Camella Manors. And of course, we are now heading to our second set of discussion. So I'm inviting once again our area heads for this part. All right. First and foremost, I'll be calling Mr. Patrick from Palawan. All right. Hi, Pat.
Hi, Mark. Good evening.
And,
Good evening po to our
and we also have Miss Jessica from Bacolod. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Mark. Good evening.
Ayan. And lastly, we also have Ace for Cebu, our Cebu project. Hi, Ace.
Ayun, so hi Mark. Hi everyone. Good evening.
Ayan. All right. So this roundtable discussion we will also be showcasing our Visayas and Palawan projects. So firsthand, let's throw away our first poll for this session. Ses? And the primary question, why would you invest a condominium? Why would you invest as a buyer, of course? For those sellers, think of the reasons why would you invest in terms of your buyers and prospects. So here are the results. All right, the results are in. So we have for our choices, we have first home, secondary or vacation home, rental business, and of course, buy and sell. And as you can see, 67% of you guys have voted rental business. O talagang practical na ngayon yung mga buyers natin. Iniisip na talaga nila yung investment opportunities in terms of investing for condominium projects, and followed by secondary or vacation home. And commonly, guys, you have the most tourist hubs for your areas, right? I can see that Palawan shares this sentiment. Would you agree? Rental business along hand with vacation home for your project, this would work well for you, Pat, right?
And Mark, so thank you. So doon sa ano Mark, doon sa result ng poll natin, actually it's not a surprise but because condominiums right now are really in for rental business, and especially for Palawan that we are a tourist destination, I would really be biased na doon talaga papunta yung investments nila dito for rental business. So for the second naman yung vacation home natin na concept. So I would say also na aside from owning kasi a condominium in Palawan as your vacation home, so as earlier as mentioned by Sir Marlon, you can also rent it out. So I would really agree with the answer dito sa sa sagot ng mga natin viewers natin today, Mark.
And do you also think, in terms of our Bacolod project, Jessica, would you also think that there is a large opportunity for rental demands on your area, specifically saying your project?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I can really say that for the whole Visayas region, actually, is a veritable hotspot of tourist locations. Okay, not only for scenic views, it's also famous for its historical or heritage tours for the whole Visayas region. But aside from it being a rental business, you also have to keep in mind that the purpose of the clients for buying their condo should remain their own. Okay? The only reason lang naman that we are asking our clients what do they want from their condo is that so that we know how to present to them the benefits of the condominium that they want to buy. But really, the most convenient part of buying a condominium is that the purpose can be interchanged. One day it can be for business, yeah, and then you might find yourself having a second pandemic, and then you're stuck in Bacolod. So instead of staying in a hotel, yeah, you can just stay in your condo. It can be a secondary home for you. Okay, so what's very good about condos is that it's very flexible in what you want it to be. Okay. So definitely on the rental side and for the secondary home, there's no problem for it serving its purpose.
And thank you so much for those interesting
Can,
things,
can I
Jessica.
add, Mark?
Yes, sir, Marlon.
Yeah, specifically for our Visayas projects, no. Actually, yung sa poll mo, it can be both. The good thing about Camella Manors is that you have the best of both worlds, no. It can be a secondary home, but at the same time, it can also be an investment home, no. You can enjoy it as a secondary home, like when you're visiting Palawan or Bacolod or Cebu once in a while, or if you're from the outskirts of Bacolod, Palawan, or Cebu, yung nearby provinces, you visit Cebu or Palawan or Bacolod every so often, so pwede mong tirhan. But in occasions na wala ka doon, it can be an earning investment through Vista Leasing. You can rent it out, no? Well, the good thing about our projects for Camella Manors in Palawan, in Bacolod, and Cebu is that all of these are centers, no, city centers, no. Palawan is the best island in the world, not just in the Philippines. It's the best island, and I would like to tell all of you here, especially sellers, no, and even buyers, no. A lot of investors now, especially from abroad, OFWs and even foreigners, are looking at Palawan as an investment opportunity, no. In fact, most of our buyers in Camella Manors Palawan are OFWs or foreigners coming from abroad who are not even from Palawan. And even the sellers are not even from Palawan. What does this mean? Because of this digital world, no, anybody can just invest anywhere in the Philippines, no, and use it for rental business
without having to go through the process of visiting the area or physically inspecting the site, or having somebody having somebody to visit or to manage your property. Because in Camella Manors, siguro kaya sila bumibili is because maganda yung area. At the same time, they don't have to be in Palawan. Hindi sila kailangan Palawenyo, hindi sila taga Palawan para mag-invest sa Palawan, and they can rent it out using the Vista leasing. Kaya siya gumaganda. Maraming bumibili ngayon ng condominium sa Palawan because natatie up natin sa Vista leasing eh. So parang naisip nila, uy, best island in the world, makakapagbakasyon na ako, tapos makakapag-negosyo pa ako. Where can you find that? No? Where can you find that? Only in Camella Manors, Palawan. But in the same way, si Bacolod, it is the center of, it is a city center in the Panay region, I think, no? In the Western Visayas. Si Bacolod is a center of business, center of education, even center of tourism in that area. And do you know that Bacolod, it's becoming a center of BPOs, business process outsourcing in Western Visayas. And a lot of the mga BPO companies are looking at the provinces, no, for their new sites, no. Hindi na sila sa Manila kasi masyadong crowded, natatakot na sila sa Manila. They go to provinces like Cebu, like Davao, and surprisingly Bacolod is one of those areas na pumupunta ang mga BPOs, no. And what does it mean? Pag may BPOs, maraming kakailanganin na ng secondary home, no. So, ang pinaka-practical for BPO workers is condominium, no? Maliit lang, tapos hindi kailangang linisin ng matagal, and then they have to go to their night shift, no? Kasi walang mga time itong mga BPO, walang time maglinis yan eh. Kasi usually ang mga BPO gabi na nagtatrabaho, pagka umaga matutulog, no? They don't have much time maglilinis ng kanilang bahay, no? They have time na mag-iinom pero wala yung time maglilinis, no? So what they need, what is practical for them is a condo unit. Kaya maganda yung Camella Manors Bacolod pag dumadami ng BPOs sa Bacolod. And very center din yung location natin sa Bacolod. It's along a major highway, 30 meters wide, leading to the airport, malapit sa Vista Mall, malapit sa City Mall, malapit sa eskwelahan, malapit sa ospital, so malapit sa place of work. Kasi ang narinig ko dyan sa Camella Manors Bacolod, interested yung mga BPO workers, no, from the other cities or towns, no, na sa Bacolod na nagwo-work or nagpapaaral ng kanilang mga estudyante. Si Bacolod, Camella Manors Bacolod is very ideal for those na mga estudyante lang, no. Hindi naman kailangan na malaking bahay, ang hirap ilinisin, no. Tapos ang hirap magputol ng grass, no. So kaya si Camella Bacolod is also very nice. And even yung Cebu, lalo na yung Cebu, that's a tourist spot, yung Mactan especially. Nandiyan lahat ng mga resorts, nandiyan lahat ng mga beaches. So you would want a piece of Mactan, no? And malapit ang Mactan sa mga BPO as well. Malapit sa export processing zone, malapit sa airport, malapit sa third bridge. So kumbaga kung investment lang ang pag-uusapan, jackpot na jackpot ka dyan sa Flats Cebu, no? Sa ating project dyan sa Camella Manors, yung Flats Cebu, Flats Mactan. So hindi lang yan pang investment, pang bakasyonan pa. If you want to mag-vacation ka sa Cebu, pwede yung Flats Mactan kasi mahal din ang hotel sa Cebu, 'di ba? 'Di ba Ace, no? If you want a better hotel, medyo mahal na rin kasi metropolis yan. Eh dito sa Flats Mactan, kahit mga 5 kayo, pwede. Sa iyo naman yan eh. So that's how practical it is to invest in Camella. Kaya it can be both, no? It can be an investment, a home investment. It can be a secondary home.
I also agree with you, sir. Actually, with our projects in Visayas, technically talagang lalabas yung business opportunities on every areas. So given the fact with that, ngayon napunta na tayo sa business opportunities, I'd like to roll out our last poll for this session. And Ses, can you roll it out? All right. If you are a traveler, what would you prefer as an accommodation or, of course, transient home? And frequent travelers dyan. And kindly cast your votes if what's your preference in terms of having a secondary or, of course, a vacation home. Where would you definitely be staying? Is it a condo, house and lot, or a hotel? All right, in a few seconds, we will be closing our poll, so cast your votes now. And then, of course, we will be interpreting the results for you guys. Okay. I think we have all right. So we have our result now. So surprisingly, we have 76% voted for condominiums and then followed by hotel at 24%. And of course, we did not garner any votes casted to house and lot. Talagang nag-iiba na yung demand ngayon in terms of rental opportunities. Of course, as a traveler yung tanong. So if ikaw, traveler ka, talagang personally and my own experience, condo would definitely suit you at talagang ilalatag niya kasi yung need mo in a various way, amenity, of course, everything that's in between that falls into your need. Would you agree with that is having your project as also ready for occupancy? Are you eyeing this one as an opportunity for all your investors?
Actually, I totally agree, Mark, with the result of the poll. So if you are a frequent traveler kasi, you are looking for a more convenient space. When we say convenient, nandun yun yung lahat. Whatever you needed, nandun na. For example, if you rented out in a condo, if you're a frequent traveler, dapat nandun ka na, pwede ka na makaluto, pwede ka na makatulog. It's like hitting two birds in one stone. You could do both, okay? Pwede ka nang matulog at pwede mo siyang tulugan, then you don't need pa to go out for a fancy restaurant to do your dining outside because pwede ka na magluto inside your condo. So I totally agree with the result of the poll.
And any further points, Miss Jessica, that you can add with the result? Sa tingin mo, bakit kaya may nag-vote pa rin ng hotel kaysa sa house and lot right now?
Well, when we look at the options, so when people think kasi, especially for traveling of house and lot, we look at long term talaga for rentals that will go into months. So actually, needing in the house and lot, medyo malaki-laki yung lilinisin mo. Okay, the upkeep will be up to you. Okay, it's not up to the homeowner. Yeah, so unlike with condos and hotels, relatively easier space, smaller space. Yeah, hindi ganun ka-practical. I think a few of a few of those who have voted, they chose hotel kasi it's because of the service. Okay, doesn't matter what kind of hotel, it's really up to the service. Kasi yung sa iba, and they really don't want to think of anything, just go and sleep within the hotel. But for those of our other clients, a majority has voted for condos. I think this is a shift, nung experiences that they can have in the condos. Like when we compare it with hotels kasi you have to abide by the rules kasi it's usually much stricter when it comes to the head count, when it comes to the cooking. And condos usually through Airbnbs or through lease na daily. And they offer more flexibility for travelers. And they can accommodate more people within the unit, especially if yung nirerentahan ninyo is about 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, but offers a relatively smaller space than a house and lot. So I think those factors yun lahat nagko-contribute for the preference of a condo. So it's really very good kasi yung din natin, like with our condos in Camella, our sizes of the units is not too small para sa client. So we have studio, we also have 1-bedroom units, and in other places we also have 2-bedroom up to 3-bedroom units. Okay? So it's really very flexible, and it will really depend kung ano yung need ng client naman natin.
Thanks, Miss Jessica. Do you have any further comment on this, Sir Marlon? Is Sir Marlon still available with us? Ayan, bago ko muna i-ask. Ayan, sir. Do you have any further insight with our results, sir? Na number 1 si Condo.
Surprising, no, that people are choosing condo as
And
a
0 yung house and lot natin, sir.
Yeah, because
Oo.
yun nga yung sinasabi ko. Condominium is if you are looking for a rental property, no, yung gusto mo i-rent out or gusto mong iparenta, condo is still is the most practical property, no, that you can rent or you can you can invest, no, kasi madali lang linisin. Tapos kung ikaw renter, mas marami kang magagawa. Pwede kang magluto if you're a budget traveler, no. You would choose a condominium, you would rent a condominium kasi hindi masyado strict sa number of people actually, but at the same time you can also pwede kang magluto, pwede kang mag-inom-inom, no. Kumbaga parang there is it's more family oriented ang condominium than a hotel, no, than a hotel. So that's the reason why people choose condominium. Kaya talaga magandang negosyo ang condominium. And don't ever think na hindi babalik yung travel. Babalik yan. People hindi naman makakatiis ang kati ng mga ng mga paa ng mga tao Magbabiyahe at magbabiyahe yan. Hahanap at hahanap ng paraan yan for diversion, for recreation, for yung para makarelax, no, relaxation. That's why there will still be a need for rentals, no, for parang rental units, no, or condo units. Babalik naman yung travel At saka hindi lang naman mga travelers ang tina-target Pwede namang yung mga businessmen who are doing business in areas like Bacolod, Palawan, or Cebu. So totoo yan. House and lot, madalang talaga yan for rental because mahirap magrenta ng bahay masyadong maraming lilinisin, masyadong malaki, and masyadong and most of the house and lot are not located in downtown, no? Most of the house and lot are located in the outskirts of the city. Malayo pa ang lalakbayin. So that's the advantage of condominium, no? As a rental unit, no? Kaya people would prefer a condominium. Kaya itong mga properties natin sa Visayas and even Mindanao, nasa downtown ito nasa strategic location. Kaya it will have an advantage for rental investment.
Ayun, yun na nga po. So having said with those in mind and interesting things that we have shared to you guys, to all our audience here via Zoom and of course on Facebook, ayan, na-present na natin sa inyo yung projects natin for Visayas and Palawan. And now moving forward, I think Jessica has something to offer all our sellers and of course our buyers here and interested investors for Camella Manors. I think, Jack, can you share now?
Yes, okay. Thank you, Mark. Okay, so for all of our viewers tonight, you're in for a treat. As we have prepared here our financing options for Camella Manors. So I have divided our financing schemes according to the type of project. So first we have our ready for occupancy projects. So majority of these are constructed projects or those whose construction will finish within the Q1 of 2021. So we have here reservation fees ranging from 30,000 to 40,000 for our projects in Cagayan de Oro, Davao, Cebu, Bacolod, and Palawan. Okay, so what what do our clients have in store for them? So we have here for our spot cash clients. Okay, so if you want great savings for your units, we have here a 15% up to 15% spot cash discount. So that's about 300,000 to 1.6 million, okay, savings for our clients. So they only have to pay the reservation fee this month and then pay the balance this December. Okay, for our second type of financing, and this one, it's really very exciting for me, kasi I think this is the most bang for the buck deal. So you only have to pay 10% down payment. Well, you get 10% discount. Okay, so parang ano lang din kung ano yung binayad mo, yun lang din yung babalik sa'yo na discount. Okay, so for our projects, we have here ranging from 200,000 up to 400,000. So what's the benefit of this? Yan, aside from getting the discount, that means that you can also move in earlier to our projects. Okay, so mas mabilis na po ninyo magagamit yung units. You can have it enrolled in our Vista leasing services, yan, so that you can get your money rolling. Okay, especially since once we are looking to open up our economy, looking up to open our travels, yan, you can really use your units ahead of time. And lastly, for our clients naman na hindi naman nagmamadali to get their units, we also have installment payment methods for them. So for Cagayan de Oro, we have 37,000 a month for the first 10 months. Okay. For Davao, we have 18,000 pesos for the first 5 months. For Cebu, we have 13,000 a month for 14 months. That's a full down payment. Okay. For Bacolod, for our ready for occupancy, we have about 40,000 a month for 10 months, and same with Palawan. Okay, so we're very excited for our ready for occupancy projects. Ito pa naman po yung ngayon, uptick, tumataas yung benta ng mga RFO projects compared to pre-selling. So next, for our pre-selling projects, we have here 3 areas. We have Butuan, Bacolod, and Palawan. So for Butuan, we have 20,000 reservation fee. Our installment payment is at 15,000 a month for the first 12 months. Okay, so we have step-up financing for the first year. And when you reserve this month, you'll also get up to 500,000 pesos outright discount. Okay, diba? Magaan na yung monthly payment mo for the first 12 months. You'll also get a discount. Same with our Bacolod project. It starts at about 10,000 a month for the first 12 months for a studio unit. And you get a discount of 400,000 pesos. And lastly, for our Palawan project, dubbed as the most beautiful island in the world, we have a monthly installment of about 20,000 for the first 12 months and a whopping discount of up to 700,000 pesos. For all of these 3 projects, we are giving away also another promo for this month, free bank charges. So what do we mean by the bank charges? So this includes the insurance for the property. Okay, so that ranges about 90,000 to 140,000 pesos, depending on the unit. So diba, that's a very big savings. Aside from the outright discount, you also get free bank charges. Okay, so just to wrap it up, we have our November promos. Okay, so we have our ready for occupancy, Cebu, CDO, and Davao. Okay. We also have our almost completed projects, Palawan, Bacolod, and our pre-selling Butuan, Bacolod, and Palawan projects. So for our viewers, you can just take a screenshot of these. Yeah. Just to remind you of the promos that you can avail when you reserve a unit for this month. Okay, and that's it for our promos for November.
And thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing those promos. It's again a seasonal and of course early Christmas gift na rin siya kumbaga sa mga investors natin. And of course, let's move on to our reservation process. Yan. For our interested sellers na meron ng mga prospects, and of course to our buyers out there who's currently watching us, Patrick will be explaining the reservation process with us. Pat.
Hello everyone. So this is Patrick once again. So I'll be sharing with you the quick steps to reserving a unit here in Camella Manors. So number one, guys, after this, those who have clients already or are buyers that are currently with us, after this one, talk to your investment consultant or manager. Second is select a unit. No, so we have our online reservation platform with real-time inventory, and just pay the reservation fee. That's it. That's how quickly we can reserve po a unit here in Camella Manors. And for our business partners, we are here always, your sales and marketing to help you with the process. So you're just 1 p.m. away. And here are the options for paying the reservation fee. So number one, we have cash. For our OFW clients, we have a remittance via RCBC, Telepay, or PNB OBPS. So it's the easy transaction lang. Another one is through Visa or MasterCard. It may be a credit card or debit card via Peso Pay or Acquire. Easy steps as well. And of course, we also have, for those who are actively using online banking. And of course, we have the standard over-the-counter payment through our partner banks and Bayad centers. So for our requirements for us after the reservation fee or during the reservation fee, number one is we have to only to pay the reservation fee, present at least 2 valid government IDs, and complete the electronic BIS. It's easy lang po. It's only a few pages, and sign the final quotation sheet with a reservation agreement. So that's it. That's how easy po mag-reserve dito sa Camella Manors.
Ayan, sobrang dali talaga to acquire your unit here in Camella Manors. So as you can see, there are contact details for the different areas with corresponding sales officer's number. Ayan, makikita nyo on screen for Palawan, for CDO Loop Towers, Bacolod, Alvera, Solea sa Butuan, and of course, Flats, Mactan, and lastly, we have North Point, Davao. And for all our sellers, kindly input and of course, take down these numbers on your screen, which interests you. And so we have showed you guys the different beautiful projects of Camella Manors across Visayas and Mindanao projects. And of course, we have also tackled the most interesting demands right now for all our interested buyers. And lastly, also, we have given you some inputs on how to, of course, earn something out of your asset as a working income for you in terms of rental business. And to sum it up, I'd like to ask Sir Marlon for any few words of wisdom, of course, just to conclude our session for this evening. Sir Marlon? All right. There you go, sir.
Yes, thank you very much to all our sellers and also our prospective buyers and investors who stayed with us for the rest of the presentation for our roadshow for Camella Manors. I hope you learned a lot. No? I hope you're able to appreciate the beautiful projects of Camella Manors in Visayas and Mindanao, particularly Davao, Butuan, Cagayan, Palawan, Bacolod, and Cebu. And rest assured, all of these properties, hindi kayo mapapahiya sa inyong mga buyers, sa inyong mga investors, because these are really prime properties and they are really good as for investments, especially for rentals, no? Especially na meron tayong Vista leasing. So just encourage your prospective buyers or investors na now is the right time to invest, no? Now is the right time to buy condominium units because nakita niyo naman ang lalaki ng mga discounts, ang gagaan ng terms, and if you have excess money naman, excess funds na walang gamit or nakatabi lang or intended for housing or intended for buying a property, now is the best time to buy Camella Manors. Now is the best time to buy or to invest in condo units because aantayin nyo pa ba na matapos itong pandemic and by that time mataas na ang presyo, wala na mga flexible terms, wala na mga huge discounts. Sayang, take advantage of this opportunity kasi wala namang talo sa real estate. Wala namang talo when you are buying a real estate property because it's always appreciating, especially if you are talking about a prime location, and especially if you're dealing with a reputable and dependable developer like Vista Land. So once again, thank you very much for this wonderful time with you guys, and hopefully marami tayong maipasok na mga sellers for Camella Manors in Visayas and Mindanao. Take note, hindi kailangang taga Palawan ang bibili sa Palawan. Hindi kailangang Davaoenyo ang mag-invest or bibili ng condo sa Davao, or Cebuano ang bibili ng condo sa Cebu. Anyone all over the Philippines, all over the world can invest now in condominium units or condominium projects all over Visayas and Mindanao, especially in Camella Manors, because it is done digitally and hindi kailangan na nandoon kayo sa area na yon physically, because you can have somebody like Vista Leasing to manage your property. So thank you very much once again, and I hope you learn a lot from this roadshow, and see you soon. No? See you soon, guys, with your investors and with your buyers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, indeed, sir. Thank you so much for those wise words. Of course, everyone, for the last time, thank you so much for having us here and sharing time with us as one of our business partners, and of course, investors also who are presently here with us. And of course, I would also like to thank, in behalf of Camella Manors, our viewers via Facebook, and of course, our viewers who are interested investor. Kindly, of course, you can leave a message here to our chat box if ever any of you guys are interested. Ayan. Again, this is our hotlines and numbers. You can directly call us if ever you're interested on investing with us. Again, Camella Manors is dedicated with you guys as our investor and business partner as we live higher and move higher. Ayan. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.